What's up, people? Little impromptu stream. Just gonna do a little bit of tinkering. Normally, I have all of these, I try to make it really highly produced and all that stuff, but I'm not doing that this time. I am just gonna mess around and let you guys watch. Anybody who's interested in electronics, tinkering, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully this will be interesting. If not, well, it's fun for me to do. And so, real quick, I'm actually let's put up a image real quick of what I'm using. It's gonna be a relatively short stream. I'm just trying to chill a bit and enjoy a little bit of kind of what's going on. That's massive. Here? There. That's good. So, basically what I've got is, oh, a resistor stuck to my arm. What I've got, oh, and frozen. Stream froze. Okay. So, really gotten a lot into electronics and making and tinkering and all that jazz lately. And what I like to do is just do a little bit of messing around with what we've got here. And so I'm going to turn the brightness down on the webcam a little bit. It's kind of hard to see. So let's do... It's a little better. Turn down the gain. No, gain is fine. Exposure? No, it just makes it ugly. There we go. So basically here, what I've got is, this is what the kit comes with. It's a, and I'm not going to be showing you guys my face because I am supremely unwashed and I didn't feel like getting ready for this. So it's a DF robot, DF Arduino, which is funny, haha. And but it's essentially an Arduino Uno. I don't know the exact stats and all that, but it's a cool little thing. Basically, the kit is really cool. I'll kind of do a breakdown of what everything is real quick. because it was about 30 bucks, maybe 40 bucks. What it is, so essentially comes with just a ton of stuff. Battery holder, nice servo. It's got a little 130 motor. It's got, a little pack of LEDs. It's got a tilt switch sensor, so like for vibrations. It's got little potentiometers, so little turn things. Little turn things. I'm brilliant. An actual RG. No, this is a light sensor, IR remote, LED display, RGB LED for that temp sensor. Has a little fan. Has a buzzer. Some more jumper cables, but this is male to female, female to male. It's got different kinds of resistors, 220 and 4.7K. Got some switches, IR receiver, lots of cool stuff. Really, really highly recommend it. Relay, which is cool. And then of course, it comes with the breadboard, and then I don't know why I put this back on. The Uno, which I showed you, and then it actually has the shield, which has some buttons already on it, which is nice. Full pinouts, which is cool. It basically just passes through all the pinouts from the Arduino. And so this is my very first Arduino. First real set of electronics projects since I was much younger. And those were, I'm going to make a lamp, or not a lamp, a magnet and whatnot. So, one of the cooler things that this does is it actually comes with about 15 different basic projects that you can see here. So it kind of shows you some different things, different pinouts and whatnot, auto light, talks about the servo and how to use that, which I think is cool. And so, really, since I am pretty new electronics wise, and I don't want to necessarily just jump in over my head, I'm going to kind of start. Now, I did mess with it a little bit. Oh, sorry, camera. Stop unfocusing. Focus. Hello. Damn it. There we go. So, basically, I'm just going to go ahead and hook it up to the USB for power. We got our little red light there. You can kind of see. And if you hear stuff in the back, that's the 3D printer. Been kind of going on a printing spree. Fun little stuff for the kids. Then Millennium Falcon for Dad. More Pokemon. Cool little stuff. Mostly using ABS. I've not really figured out the whole PLA stuff. Hold on one sec. I'll be right back. Alright, back. Okay, so essentially we've got our Arduino powered. I'm just going to start from the beginning. I already got the pieces out. Needed a couple jumper cables, a 220 resistor, which I got, and an LED. So I'll just say yellow. I grabbed the wrong one. Don't know if the color matters. Probably not, but let's just see. Okay. So the thing about the breadboard is it doesn't appear to... Oh. It's broken into pieces. Gotcha. So just taking this off. Actually, I don't think I was supposed to take that off. I think I was supposed to take it off the stuff off of the, what you call it? Off of the foam. Hey, Mystery 836. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing this afternoon? Let me know if my volume's kind of low. Right now, I am tinkering a little bit. I'm trying to... One of my first projects that I want to do is I want to make a little useless box. I just really find those fascinating, and a lot of them do use Arduino. Cool. But I'm pretty much newbie with electronics. I'm a software developer by day, and so venturing into the world of the real is going to be an interesting change of pace for me. And I'm very excited about it. So, but ultimately, my ultimate goal is we want to do something akin to what Let's Robot does with interactive robots with streams. And this is kind of me learning my basics to be able to do that. Yeah, I've taken a look at the programming parts, and I was like, well, at least I'll come in with I have a leg up on the average layperson that's trying to do this. Yeah, I've been developing software since about 2012, mostly in games, but recently kind of jumped ship to do corporate development so I could actually start my own game stuff. And there's just so many conflict of interests when you're trying to do games while working for a game company. Yeah, for the most part, the C programming, there's like a single loop, and some you can define your other functions, which is great. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are not lined up. Oh, backwards. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to leave this on or what, but for now I'm going to go ahead and leave it on. I don't want to stick it there. Atmel Studio. I haven't heard of that. Is that just a different IDE? Well, you said skip the IDE. I was hoping I could use Visual Studio. Does Atmel just have all the libraries and such loaded in? I'm Googling it now, so. Oh, it's very, very much geared towards Arduino. Now that's good. Let's see. ATmega 328p. Oh, okay. Is there any kind of cost involved for small developers? It looks like you just download it. Nice. Okay, great. Alright, I've got it downloading. While I mess with that, I'm gonna just start trying to do this here. Did I really pull out a red one? I meant to pull out a yellow. Sounds like you've been working with Arduino for a fair amount of time. Any tips or pitfalls to help me not, well, making mistakes is just part of development in general. But anything I should really look out for or be careful of? If not using it for a while, at least you're very familiar with it, sounds like. Maximum ratings. So you're talking like, I'm not sure exactly what you mean. This is ground to yeah. So I'm just put this over here. Got my 220 ohm resistor. Oh, okay. Max ratings, max voltage, current being drawn from the thing. Gotcha. Yeah, it's a Arduino Uno, and I'll have to take a look at that because I'm wanting to do servos and things like that. Eventually, yeah, I've been interested in the Pi as well. So I want to use black for ground. So it's something I'm semi-familiar with. So hooking up a resistor to the positive, and then wherever I'm going to plug in. positive here. Oh, really? So it has an example with a servo in here. It probably says something like that. Eh. Maybe it's just a really, really weak or really small servo. So here's the actual servo itself. Make sure you can see that. So it's a micro servo, so maybe that's why, because it doesn't show external power. Now I do have a battery pack that I can use if I don't have a USB handy. I'm hoping that, I mean, I'm going to assume they kind of know what they're doing, at least on these. $40 milliamps from port. Okay. It's kind of exciting. Like, I used to really not want to have to feel like a beginner again, but I don't really mind. It's kind of fun. Yeah, that's probably, if I need anything stronger, I'll probably have to power myself or have external power like you said. Okay, so, okay. Oh, there we go. It's kind of hard to see. Doesn't, there's not a lot of instructions, so I just generally try to try things. Nice. Ah, well, I expect buying stuff from China, you're probably going to get a better price. I mean, I expect all of this was probably made in China. I hate to be mildly insensitive, but it does look, these don't look like kanji characters. Uh, Eventually it'll focus. Or not. That's cool. Yeah, so there's definitely, they look like Chinese characters. So nice. Yeah, that's true. That's where my 3D printer came from, so fortunately they have a distributor in Los Angeles that they send a bunch to them and then they ship them out from there for the US customers, so it's nice. So cool. I've done my first little project here. Alright. Let's do a couple more. I think that'll be fun. Hey, Novalith. Good to see you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I know how that goes. Well, I say I know how that goes. I've not really bought in mass direct from China. It's always been via some American distributor. Alright, so now we're going to try SOS Beacon. So what's different? We're coming from 10. Thank you very much for the follow, Mystery. Hmm. It's not doing anything. Boom, boom. It's coming from 10 instead of 13, at least on here. Still coming from ground. Does it matter which LED I use? I don't think it does. Or at least it shouldn't. These don't seem special in any way. But you know what? There's red on the instruction guide, so let's use red. Well, nothing's happening. So 2 jumper cables, 1 220 resistor, 1 LED, SOS beacon. Yeah, that's not working. Let's try another one. Traffic light. This will show you guys. This one's slightly more interesting. It just doesn't want to focus too close. Okay, so this seems significant. Okay, so 13 jumper cables. So that's the problem. It doesn't really say. And there's literally no instructions in here on what to do. So it makes me wonder. Yeah, honestly, it didn't even come with. Yeah, you're probably right. But program it to do what? I feel like it probably came because the flashing LED did work. So I wonder if it has some pre-programming in it just for the beginner kit. Because I'll be honest, it didn't come with any. Actually, let me see if I can find a user guide online. Because part of me feels that you're probably right about the programming. It's the LED blinker connected on the board itself. Yeah, there is a. Yeah, we do have some of these. So I'm curious, if we put ground to here, then connect that there. Yeah, that's why the shield is there. Well, I obviously have started the stream woefully unprepared. I want to try. I want to just try and see if this will actually work here. So this seems like a semi-complicated example. Hopefully the test program works, but if not, no big deal. So we do need the push button, which I don't have out. Okay, I swear there was a... Oh, here it is. Literally right on top. That's why I couldn't find it. I was looking everywhere but the top. Okay. So, got all of our pieces. Let's go ahead and start. Alright, so let's go ahead and put... This is going to be a traffic light. So let's put in our red, yellow, and then green, then red, red, and green. Okay, cool. Be sure to have the pins right on the LEDs. Yeah, right for positive, left for negative. Is that what you're talking about? Or the longer one is positive. Just double checking. So it's using different colors. Okay, so we're going to start with our ground here. Go to the ground on the green. Okay. And then 12. Gonna go positive on our red. 11. It's gonna go positive on our yellow. 10. positive on green. So 22. I'm really appreciating the numbering on both sides of the breadboard here. 9 is going to go... just one down from 10. I wonder if I should have made that... no, it wouldn't have mattered. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm short one green. Dang it. 8 will go 3 down from that, so the positive on red. 1, 2, 3. So 15. Really don't have another green? What's this funny? I'll use... what color's not really used? I'll use blue. So 7. Going to positive on green. So 12. Okay, that's that. So we're going to come from 5 volt here to... I wonder if I should... nah, I won't. So 2 over from 9. Here. Okay, so how many? I need 6 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So negative green. So 22. 23 actually. Then 1 away from this guy. Maybe I should put my resistors in first. Oops. Let's put my switch in, because that's going to be a point of reference in here that I can use. Okay. So let's this guy in here. There we go. Did I really use black for this? Like, I totally meant to use red. So, let's just... 5 volt. Okay, so color parity isn't going to be perfect, but you know, do what I can. Okay, so the rest of these guys. Dang it. 28. Put on the wrong one. Got my resistors along the positives. Okay, there we go. There's that. So that's relatively easy. Just put them along. This one, two. Basically along all the positives here. Okay, good. That's easy. It's times like this I'm glad my eyesight isn't any worse than it already is. Okay. Okay, all my resistors are in. You guys can kind of see a little bit. Check that out. Now looks like I'm just jumping from ground to... okay, I'm completing my circuit. Gotcha. So, negative to negative to that's positive, so 16 is negative. And then I think it just goes back and forth. Yep. So negative. Nope. I'd rather use black. Just because of my own mild OCD-ness. Most times it's mild. At first I was thinking, man, I really kind of wish they had... Oh, nope, that's positive. Negative. Okay, negative 2. Negative. And of course nothing happens. get everything? Okay, so got the switch, got the... Oh man, I know those feels. I know them too well. All right, so here let's check here. So positive 28 and 28. Positive 25, 25. Okay. Positive 22. Let's go into 23. 23. So 23 is going to... I think I found my mistake. Oh, that's ground. Ground. Yep, ground goes into there. Okay, so 23. So 23 is that. So 22 is that, which is correct. It's got to be the same as ground, which is 23, which is correct. What are you? You are 9. What does 9 go to? 9 sits in... That's not correct at all. There. Damn. Let the switch make a short circuit if it's connected to the Arduino. You mean this switch in here? It's connected to the shield. Yeah, I will have to Google that. I'm very much electronics newbie. But I'm gonna put that on. No, not killing it. At least not yet. Okay, so we got ground going to one side, and the resistor going to the other. I wonder if the switch has an orientation. I mean, doesn't appear to. Alright, let's check the rest of my things here. Okay, so 15, 15, 12, 12. Okay, now my resistors. Make sure that... So these are all in a line. That's true. That's true. Well, dang. Well, the first one went easy enough. These next ones, I bet, you're right, Mystery. I bet you we gotta actually program this thing. Why wouldn't why wouldn't they tell you that's what you need to do? Okay, so that's on my positive. That's also on the positive. So So the power coming in is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Make sure all of these are on the negative, which they are. Well, dang. Two pins on one side are connected, two pins on the other side are connected as well. When you press the button, all 4 pins are connected to each other. Gotcha. Okay, it looks correct. So that's one off. That's one off. There's nothing in line with it on that side. And it's sort of sitting over this little bridge here. I mean, unless I've got the resistors in the wrong place, which is entirely possible. I didn't think that the position along the row mattered as much. But you know what? In software, I can't take anything for granted. So why should it be different with hardware? Two, three, two. Doggone it. Pull both sides out. Didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna try. Yeah, that's what it really looks like. Dang. All right. Well, I'm not prepared at the moment to dive into that can of worms. But maybe later on tonight. We've got to go to a swimming party. When I say party, going to see some family tonight. So, but I want to dive into this and kind of get going because I want to get our robot streams going by Christmas time. So, fingers crossed that we are able to do that. But cool. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for now. Be back later on tonight, most likely, and we'll kind of take it from there. Thanks for everybody who stopped by. We'll talk with you soon. Oh, and Mystery, thank you so much for all your help. You've been huge help. Reference page. Okay. Yeah, I will. Thanks so much, guys. Talk to you later.